morning and welcome to Centro, everyone. I'm Yadira's Nova-Salcedo. Glad to have you with us. The opioid crisis continues to grow at an alarming rate here in the U.S. This Thursday, President Donald Trump officially declaring it a public health emergency. Today, we want to talk about the current situation regarding opioids here in the state of Massachusetts, how it's affecting our residents, and what's being done about it. We also want to tell you about a new prevention campaign called Stop Addiction Before It Starts. It encourages parents to talk early and often with their children about the dangers of misusing prescription pain medications. Joining us this morning is Jose Morales, Director of Prevention Services for the Massachusetts Department of Public Health, Bureau of Substance Addiction Services. Good morning, Jose.
Good morning, Yadiris. How are you?
What an epidemic. I am doing well myself, but when I hear these kinds of statistics and what's happening, this is devastating. This is a very big epidemic. What can you say about it? What can you tell us?
Unfortunately, it is really an epidemic, and it really affects so many people. Recently, I was just quoted statistics that about 60,000 people die every year in the United States, and that's like a full football stadium, and it's so unfortunate.
A football stadium of people die because of this.
Yes. In Massachusetts, we have been suffering from this for the last, 8 to 10 years, and we have been addressing it since then. It's probably even further than that, but we have been putting like policies and practices and establishing programs and campaigns since that time. We recognize that this was a problem way before other states
I was just about to say, Jose, can we be happy that we live here in Massachusetts, that Massachusetts is always just, in the forefront with issues like this one? You guys have been working really hard already before this became what a big deal it has become lately, right?
That's right, and that's an unfortunate thing that we had to do that because there was a problem that we needed to address. It wasn't so much a problem in other parts of the country. Unfortunately, now it is. It has spread to other states, but we were dealing with it, for a while, and. I think at one point we're one of the few states actually doing a lot of prevention programming and doing some innovative things to stop this from becoming even worse.
Yes, Stop Addiction Before It Starts. This is a new campaign that you guys have, again, being proactive, on this very important issue. Talk to us about the campaign.
Sure. So this is a campaign that targets parents because we feel that parents are a very important part of the solution. They have a lot of information to give, and they need to be equipped with this information to pass to their sons and daughters, to their kids. And what we know is that they're a big influence on kids, even though sometimes it may not feel like it. Kids actually listen to parents, and there are some statistics that show that 42% of kids who talk to their parents are less likely to abuse substances later on in life. So it's really important that parents have the information to know how to talk to the kids, know that they have the right information, and pass it on to
parents who are watching and they feel, okay, but I don't know what is the right time to be talking to children, and how do you do it?
So the right age, we're realizing that every time it's younger and younger that you need to really engage in conversations with your kids. There's also they also have to be mindful that it's not too early that sparked their interest in maybe seeking out drugs. But there's every kid is different, but we think around 9, 10 is a really good age, and the time to do it or the moment to do it, there's no perfect talk, there's no perfect time.
But frequently, you mentioned the word frequently. The idea is that I always said, when my kids were growing up, I sound like a parrot because you're always repeating and repeating the same things. This is one of those times where we want to sound like a parrot.
Exactly, and any opportunity that you get, like being in the car, is really a good place because they're kind of trapped with you, and and they have to listen to what you say. But like I said before, even at times where they may seem not to be listening, they really are.
Maybe even at nighttime where they're about to settle in and just so they can sleep on, right?
Sure.
Maybe that's a good time.
Yeah, after watching a movie where this topic may come up, you know, after you hear on the news, you know, any opportunity that you may have. And then, you know, be equipped to give some true information that they need to be aware of.
An opportunity just like, you know, like now, because we're talking about the president declaring it a national, you know, emergency. So this is a perfect opportunity to talk about this.
That is correct.
Thank you so much for coming by and talking to us about this. Now, for more information on this new Massachusetts Department of Public Health campaign, Stop Addiction Before It Starts, you can use the information that's on your screen. And remember that you can also get a direct link to these different web pages, visiting us online at cbsboston.com/centro. And like every week, we want to remind you that you can get more information on today's show and our past shows. You can watch both the English and the Spanish versions of Centro on our website. If you have time, visit us right now. If not, come back later for more of Centro. And we also want you to connect with us online. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. I'm Yadira's Nova-Salcedo, inviting you to step forward to a better you. See you next time.